Thank God it's Friday. Some of y'all probably ain't old enough to know about that song. Yep, it's your boy. It's the end of the week. Yeah, it is, y'all. It's happening. It is high noon madness, people. It's your boy. It's your boy. OGBigSam in the building. You know what I'm saying? Getting at y'all this week. Talk about it a little bit, just a little bit, about old Matty Ice being in the ring of honor. You know, and how good it looks for him to be. How exciting it is for him to be. How honorable it is for him to be. You know what I'm saying? And we are going to get into, Terry going quietly about his business, getting some more parts in here. We're going to discuss all that, get into all that, talk about all that, all things Falcon related, and here we go. Here we go. As we all know, Matthew Thomas Ryan, along with Arthur Blank, are on deck to become members of the Atlanta Falcons Ring of Honor. What does it mean for our 14-year possible first ballot Hall of Fame guy to be in the Ring of Honor? Because I know there's a lot of individuals out there that are comfortably uncomfortable about this situation. I mean, it's gonna come up. Oh, how he ain't? Oh, how did he get because he earned it. How did he get it? He earned it. How did he earn it? He did the work. He showed up. He was a quarterback in all intents, purpose, shape, form of fashion. I saw someone say, what I'm saying, on a post on Facebook, well, men lie, women lie, but numbers tell the story. Numbers don't lie. Well, as much as some of you all would like for the Iceman's numbers not to be what they are, where they are, you just have to be, continue to take those prescription meds that you're on, and and have your own little conclusional discussions with yourself, about what Matthew Ryan, aka Matty Ice, is to this city, to this franchise, to the game of football, to the NFL. And it just break that down a little bit, especially when it comes to, what I'm saying, the city itself, the city of ATL Ice, there's a number, that number being 40 million. Is what he's put to charities, what he's put to donations in the city of Atlanta, from the YMCA Atlanta division, to Children's Hospital, to Emory, to a lot of the parks around, from Fulton County, to Duluth, out in Flyer Branch, all of that, it can't be underscored. The neonatal unit at Emory, Matt Ryan. Renovations to the majority of the YMCA's in the city of Atlanta, Matt Ryan. Renovations to formerly known as Eggleston down by Grady, Matt Ryan. But and he was doing it so well that other guys, Grady, you know what I'm saying, chimed in, you know what I'm saying, with a lot of those things, you know what I'm saying, around the city, you know what I'm saying, in Matt Ryan's efforts, especially with the YMCA, Grady, you know what I'm saying, joined him on that cause. But people try to downplay, dismiss, and try to demean his accomplishments in the A. And you can't say, and I know a lot of you, well, he didn't win it, and it wasn't due to a lack of effort from him. I can guarantee you that. We all still run around here want to blame him for 2016 when we all know the facts and figures of said incident in 2016, because his numbers in that game said he did his job. He did his job. Can't say that for a certain particular select, but we're here to big up and put him rightfully on the quarterback pedestal where he belongs in the city of Atlanta. He deserves a Matt Ryan Day. He deserves any adulation that anyone gives him. Okay, top 10 passing yards, top 15, top 20 in touchdowns, completion percentage. The list is quite admirable, which includes an MVP, an Offensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year. But I guess you want to say those are garbage time awards too, huh? Since a lot of y'all place the garbage time, label on his numbers. Just saying. Me personally, I just simply like to say thank you, Iceman. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Mr. Ryan. Because I don't think we could have drafted another quarterback in that draft to pull us out of what we were in. And the start of it was in good fashion. Name another quarterback whose first professional football pass was a touchdown pass. I'll wait. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yeah. And I throw another one out there for you. You know what I'm saying? Seeing as how all those you all out there that want to be, well, Julio made Matt. Let's see. Let's take a good gander at the first 4 seasons before we even knew who Julio Jones was. We did go to the playoffs 3 out of those first 4 years. Matt Ryan was already made. He was already made. Throw out another one. Old noodle arm, as a lot of y'all like to call him. Right there, right. And say he noodle arm. Couldn't throw the long ball. And the funny thing is, what is that little saying I have about video documented evidence? Let's go pull up Roddy White's career highlight packages. Let's go pull up Mr. Out of here and never did anything after he was out of here. Julio Jones career highlight package here in Atlanta. And you'll see a lot of long balls. Manscaped. You'll see a lot of, deep balls. Manscaped. Yeah. Yeah. In both of those packages. So we kill that narrative. You know, Matt Ryan is in the narrative killing business. He was. He was. He was. He was a great leader. He was a great teammate. He was a great humanitarian. A great person. A charitable person. And he always stood at the forefront when things went wrong. Who stepped up to the microphone every Sunday, win, lose, or draw, and answered the tough questions? Matthew Ryan. Who never made any excuses? Matthew Ryan. Who showed up? In 14 years here, I only missed 3 games in 14 years here. Can you say that about any other quarterback? Can you say that? Can you list those accomplishments for any other quarterback that played here in Atlanta? Can you do that? No. Or the better question is, can you, without choking on it or it tasting like vinegar coming out of your mouth, out of your throat, you know, and actually say something truthful and factual and positive about Matthew Ryan? Because there's nothing else. You can't put another negative encomium on him. Y'all have tried for 15 years. Y'all have tried. Again, men lie. Numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. They don't. Playoff runs, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's consistent in showing up every Sunday. Just saying. How can you not appreciate that? How? Matt Ryan might be the most unappreciated football player to ever play this game. And most of that unappreciation came from his own fan base. And he never mentioned it. He never mentioned it until he retired. He never mentioned being unappreciated until after he retired. That's the professional in him. It's something that a lot of people don't appreciate or respect. High noon, y'all. Cardiel Walker. Sir, the business that you might want to be standing on is, I can understand you being a little excited for this year. You know what I'm saying? But the repercussions of some, you know what I'm saying, administrative work handed out on that team, it's going to be real fun and funny to watch come at the end of 2025. You know, nothing against Mike Evans and what he did in his league, but bruh, that contract gonna hurt y'all. Okay, you know what I'm saying? You know, but it is what it is. You know, I like y'all running back though. You know what I'm saying? You know, he got the same last name as me, but you know, I like your running back. Standing on business, there might not be much to stand on out here, you know. You know, your defense is a little long in the tooth, but I digress. Sonia, how you doing this morning? ATL Leo, what's good? Corey Gibbs, what's happening? What's good with you? Everybody, nice to see you. Hope everything's going good. I hope you're ready for the weekend in good health, in good decisions. I really do. I really do. Let's see. Corey said, man, I defended Matty Ice so many times against the nation. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And these idiots out here thought it was an insult to be called a Ryanite. I support my guy. I feel like I support my team. And especially when he putting in the work and doing the work, yeah. But we all know what the pushback was and why it was. We know this. And I'm not even going, you know what I'm saying, throw any white paint on anything. I'm just saying, but we all know why there was hate for one Matthew Thomas Ryan. We all know why. It's been discussed in several and many different ways and times and fashions. But one thing about it, Matt's playbook was never in the trunk. You know what I'm saying? Well, now I'll give it to some of you. I'll give y'all 2012. He could have probably made a better decision on where he threw that pass, just like the refs could have called that pass interference right there where he threw it. But I digress. It is what it is. That happened. You know what I'm saying? You know, and people, you know what I'm saying, like to talk about the loss to the Giants. Bruh, the Giants would have beat anybody that year, and they did. There's just some things that you know what I'm saying, that are just destined. That defense was destined to get back to the Super Bowl. And they did. You know what I'm saying? You know, 2016, a valiant effort, a valiant game, a well-played game by him went to waste. That's about as much as I'm gonna say about 2016. You know what I'm saying? It's an honor for him to be honored here. And as graceful as he's been about it, and as non-deterrent as he's been about it, as professional as he's been about it, I'm quite sure there's a lot that he would love to get off his chest. But the professional in him, you know, keeps it, you know, the professional in him and the professional next to him, that being Sarah, keeps him, you know what I'm saying, level-headed. You know, one of the many events that are going to go in this second chapter of his life that are going to be awarded to him, this being one, the other being Canton. And it's not like he's going to be gone away. We're going to be still seeing him on Sundays. He's right here in Atlanta on Fox. And he's going to be doing our games, a lot of our games. I mean, when we really think about it, locally, you know, Steve Barkowski, he's moved to radio. And what I understand, I think he's going to be stepping down. That Steve's gotten a little old. Well, not a little. He's old. So, you know, I know they'll probably be looking for someone to, you know, to replace Steve on the radio. You know, calling the games on the radio. But as far as, you know, local TV goes, you know, we're going to be seeing Matt calling that game. I think they're going to, it's either I don't think they're going to team him with anybody locally. I think they'll probably, you know, give him one of the Fox guys and whatnot. So Texas boy, what's good? What's happening? You know, we're talking about, you know, Matt's, you know, rise to the Ring of Honor and what it means and how it feels, and, you know, talking about how he played the game and the embodiment of being a professional that he is. You know, hey, it's you can't say too much of a negative aspect, you know what I'm saying, about, you know, Matt and his years as a quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons. He came in like that. What we saw in Atlanta Falcon uniform, I saw in a Boston College uniform for 3 years. A lot of some of the haters out there want to call it a myth about, him cussing out the coaching staff about Boston College. Well, some of those very same coaches acknowledged it, co-signed it, and yeah, it happened. It happened. Matt came in the league like that. Strong-willed, from a leadership perspective. He knew, he was in his playbook, he could, make the changes. He could, see things and know shit's supposed to be a certain way. And if the coaches can't get it together, he let them know it. He let them know it. That's why when they called his name in that draft, my immediate thought and first thing came out of my mouth was, yes, we have us a quarterback. And I did, and I turned around and had to repeat that. Not 3 minutes later when my phone rang and it was my brother. Man, who is? And he gave me a rundown from stat to stat. Hey, don't worry about it, bro. Trust me when I tell you, we have ourselves a quarterback. We gonna be all right, and we were. Yeah, CBS local. Yeah, it's on you. Fox, CBS, NFL and Fox, the local being CBS. Yeah. Yep. He's gonna be doing Dirty Bird games for a good time to come. You know what I'm saying? There's so many memories, with Matt Ryan. And to me, the fondest, outside of his first pass, the fondest, closing down the dome in the fashion that we closed down the dome. That game against Green Bay, to close the dome was epic. Was epic. Was epic. You know what I'm saying? I hadn't had chills like that since '98 when we beat San Francisco, and I knew we were going to the Super Bowl. And San Francisco always stood in our way for years. That run, beating Seattle, dog walking Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. And we could have and should have done the same, but I mean, again, we know what happened in 51. We know. I mean, for a lot of those that are going to continue to be haters, a lot of those that are not ever going to have anything positive to say about Matt Ryan, your pride won't let you admit that this guy was good for this team, this city, and the league. You see them 4 letters? Use them. Just use it. I mean, because, it's going to fall on deaf ears for those of us that, cheered him, watched him, loved him, praised him, applauded him. And a few times was there, they'll cuss him out. But it wasn't for the lack of effort. I can guarantee you that. It wasn't for the lack of effort. You can't say he wasn't a leader. You can't say he wasn't a leader because he was a damn good one. That clip of him chewing out Tony Gonzalez still floats across ESPN every once in a while. NFL Network, NFL Films. Is he first ballot? Having everything except the Super Bowl ring, I would say yes. I would say yes. I wouldn't be surprised if he was second because that's just how the hate goes when it comes to anything Atlanta. But I think that he's first ballot. Um, and I think he's gonna do and have a great life in his second act. You know what I'm saying? Not having to move and whatnot, and being able to, you know what I'm saying, watch the Ice Cubes grow up, doing their thing. They don't started playing Pee Wee football. Yeah, the journey has begun. The journey has begun. You know what I'm saying? The journey has begun. All people, all eyeballs that are watching, hey man, hit that like button for me. Hit that like, hit that like button. You and me both, Sonya. You and me both. I mean, to be honest, I don't think he should be allowed to call games. All things considering, I have my reasons and a lot of stuff that he didn't get, brought up for. A lot of things that he got away with. And to be honest, and that's just me. But yeah, to be honest, I would rather him not call games. I'd rather see him on the analyst desk. You know what I'm saying? With James Brown or doing something on NFL Network, but calling a game. Now, if he does, I know they're probably gonna put him, somewhere out where he's from. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, be good. And we end up, he be, a late broadcast or West Coast broadcast, way out there. We don't want to be seeing them over doing 1 o'clock games and stuff like that. But hey, that's just, it's just, what I'm saying, that's just my thought, my observation. Because the city of ATL on ice by the Iceman. You know what I'm saying? He's the greatest quarterback, possibly player in this team's history. Now, I already said first ballot, you know what I'm saying, Hall of Fame in my book. It just, I took my hat, give him a quick pause, and again, it just, thank you. Thank you for the service. Thank you for the effort. Thank you for the ride. Thank you for the journey. And Corey, I couldn't have said it better, bro. Couldn't have said it better. Matt Ryan gave Atlanta a decade of top-tier quarterback performances. Matt Ryan with one ring with one ring would be arguably a top 5 QB all time. I say top 10. I say top 10 because I think in that particular conversation right there, I think he would have needed to have at least 3 to be, what I'm saying, in top 5 all time at quarterback. He would have needed at least 3 to be in that conversation, in my opinion. But that's just me. That's just the requiem of circumstances that I see and believe in that particular, dialect. But hey, these things happen. Just got word from the franchise. He'll, He's you know what I'm saying, he's trying to get stable. He's mobile right now, and he's trying to get on in him. Let's see. I guess we're gonna segue over into the second topic: Dirty Birds news and signings. Um, we dug off in the UFF, who from the team that won the championship, no doubt. Um, e- e- Elon, what is the boy name? Edie, is it Elon? Emon? It's a foreign name, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Um, him. We signed a couple of offensive linemen, a corner. You know, what I'm saying defensive linemen. You know, hey, dirty birds are, you know what I'm saying, living in the trenches. You know, getting bigger in the trenches. You know what I'm saying? Um, I mean, in that particular, you know, aspect, I think I had something. Uh, Doggone it! It's not. It's not. I thought it was in here because I wanted to talk about our second round pick, who's been, you know what I'm saying, gaining momentum and, you know what I'm saying, doing big things in camp. You know, I mean, but hey, Aurora is doing his thing. Zach Harrison is doing his thing as well. Quietly, K Street, you know, who we picked up last season, is making big noise in camp. Trice, same. Zion, you know what I'm saying, you know, getting some, you know, eyeballs from the coaches. We are in a fine position defensively, and I think that if that front, that defensive line front plays as big as they are, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit, you know what I'm saying, uncomfortable for a lot of people around, especially in the NFC. And of course, says you're right, but I gotta make a case for my man. Yeah, I mean, you know, I tentatively touched that. Um, I think he's hovering right around the same area of Dan Marino right now when we're talking about the, you know what I'm saying, all time positioning. They're kind of sort of one and the same, if you will. Same type, almost same trajectory, um, almost same way. Sorry about that. Excuse me. I think, for being honest with ourselves, I would say Matt Ryan all time at best, he would be at best would be top 10, at worst top 15. You know, just I mean, because I'm rolling the names through my mind as we speak, and you know what I'm saying, and you know, from basic positioning, you know what I'm saying, what we already know about the, you know, the all-time quarterback list. Um, yeah, at worst top 15, at best top 10. The numbers will probably, you know, edge him in the top 10. I had to sit down and do my homework and, you know, compare the numbers, you know what I'm saying, and line them up. Um, and because that'll be a conversation for next week, for next Friday. Yeah, that'll be a conversation for next. Where does Matt Ryan rank all time in quarterback positioning? Yeah, I'll saying research that up, write that up, and we'll have that conversation next week. We have that conversation next week. You know, Sarge, what's good? What's good? Good to see you here. OJ, I think Rook and Darlis are going to surprise a lot of people. Those two men are hungry. Yes, yeah, they're hungry. Trice and Zion, you know what I'm saying? Street, who I think was a great addition last year, still here. Um, and it kind of closed open doors, you know what I'm saying, with Calais going to Miami. Um, and so we know what we have, we know what we got, and then, like I said, the last defensive line signing, kind of ratchets up the anxiety. You know what I mean? Because one thing that I noticed about this offseason and free agency and in the draft, we got bigger on defense. We got bigger. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's going to play a huge, huge part. You know what I'm saying, in this defense's evolution, especially with this linebacker room loaded with, aces and aces of talent and beasts. We got 5 legit starters in that damn linebacker room. 5. That defensive line front does its job. All 5 of them guys gonna eat. How you see? Corey said, "How many people Helms is gonna knock out?" I don't. It's sorry. A lot of people keep saying that. I mean, but I don't. I don't think so. I don't think he's going to be on the outside looking in. I mean, because you know what I'm saying. He came back. He was working his way back to where he was before the injury. You know what I'm saying? And I think he fully do that. I mean, because it's not like we're talking about what's your boy the bag Malone. No, we ain't talking about Malone. You know what I'm saying? No, Taquan was getting it done before the injury, and then to come back, you know what I'm saying, and look the way he was looking, and with no setbacks. I don't see him being on the outside looking in. I think he's already in, and I think he's going to be a part of this rotation. See, here's what I think people are missing. Y'all remember the Eagles Super Bowl run? How many did they have on that defensive line rotation? 9. 49ers, both their Super Bowl runs. How many men did they have on their defensive line rotation? 9. Come on now. I'm just saying, you are you following the common denominator here? Depth and a mean rotation. Depth and a mean rotation. You know? It's not Well, we gonna find out. We definitely gonna find out, Sarge. As you can see, to my left, your right, the franchise is bolstered into the building, ladies and gentlemen. Say good afternoon to the people.
What's happening, y'all? I done finally made it in the building. It's been a long damn week.
Right. What we will do, since I inadvertently just started chattering, you know what I'm saying, to start with about Matt, and it's like shit. What went on and discussed it, but you could give your monologue, if you will, on your thoughts with Matt, ringer honor induction and what it means to the city, what he meant to this team, what he meant to the league. Your thoughts?
I mean, look, I said it on Twitter. I've said it in numerous places. I've said it for numerous years. He was the best quarterback that we have had in this organization. Period. There's no, not even. It's not even close, bro. So
No, it's
it was
not.
it was inevitable for him to get that Ring of Honor award because for what he did, for as long as he did it, it was it was unheard of. You know, I mean, we had two people in our division that was doing it, but that was about it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he brought stability to a team that was in shambles, to be honest. After that debacle that we're not going to talk about that happened
Mm-hmm.
with the quarterback before he got there, but
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
it it was a shot in the arm that we needed, and for him to take us to lead us to the playoffs his rookie year, like come on, bruh. That's unheard of. What rookie quarterback do you know that doesn't know the offense like he should? It's going to take a whole team behind, get a whole team behind him to go to the playoffs. No, come on, bro. Like he deserved that. He deserved that, as well as Arthur Blank did too,
Mm-hmm.
because he also he he he's shown time and time again that he's willing to stick his neck out there and do shit that our past owners did not want to do.
Rankin Smith said it out loud to the world. The Atlanta Falcons was a tax write-off.
Hello, I mean he treats this our organization like it's a business and not like what Sam said of a
Mm-hmm.
tax write-off. This is
Yep.
his baby, so they both deserve that they both deserved it, man. Like Matt put this team on his back for up 10 years.
Mm-hmm. He put this city on his back, even though the majority of them didn't want to be on his back for the ride. They
Right.
still don't.
And they still jocking his shit to this day. But I always say that's all right. Let him hate because as long as he's getting the recognition from the people that actually give a fuck about him, fuck the hate, fuck the
Mm-hmm.
haters. I can give two shits about him.
Yes, yes. And the professional, like I was saying earlier, the professional in him wouldn't allow him to talk about the unappreciation that he received from his fan base. You know what I'm saying? Until he retired. And he did that, and that's the one thing I also commend him on too. He had that one interview. He spoke about it then on that one interview, and he has not mentioned it since.
Nope.
And it hasn't been from a lack of people trying to get him to talk about it. I've already spoken on that. I said what I said. You know what I'm saying, and I'm leaving it right there. If you haven't seen it, you can go. I'm quite sure you can go somewhere and pull it up on social media. And somebody records. But I spoke on that, and I'm not speaking on it again. There's no need for me to. Yeah. Well, they had him on NFL Network, and the black guy. Speak on what how you felt about the fans. But I've spoken on that already. Okay, he is a professional in every sense and purposes of the word. You know what I'm saying, through and through. You know, 15 years here, 14 years here, and only missed 3 years. I mean,
Three.
what? I'm sorry, not 3 years, three
You
games.
good?
I'm sorry,
You good? You
I
good?
only missed 3 games.
Three games.
You know what I'm saying? He was a complete quarterback in every sense of the word, not a gimmick, not a one-trick pony. He was a complete quarterback. Okay, you know what I'm saying? He was an athlete as well. You know, he was a pretty good athlete. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know. Um, y'all favorite term, mobile quarterback. Yeah, Matt was one of them when he up until his junior year in high school, and he had them injuries, and he had to change his style of play in his senior year. And got to Boston College. You know, they were going to be, you know what I'm saying, doing some option type stuff, and all that changed up. Yeah, this kid got an arm. You know, you know what I'm saying. 3:30. What's happening? Corey, go ahead on. Corey, go ahead on.
Hey, don't start your shit, Corey.
Corey, right? Corey, get there.
All right, Corey. I got
He
you.
right.
I got something for you. Keep on.
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Look, um, oh my goodness. But yeah, man, he carried it, he wore it, you know what I'm saying, like a badge of honor. He wore them stripes. He took on, you know what I'm saying, all comers. He after every game. I respected Matt more from you know what I'm saying, in losses, you know what I'm saying, than anything. You know why? Because he stepped up to the podium each and every
Yep.
time, and he answered the tough questions. He didn't make no excuses. He took it on. It's my fault. I just have to do better. Period. Point blank. I got to play better. Let's get back and watch the film and see if we can do this better. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I did this. The past could have been a little bit better. All of that. He took the brunt. Can y'all say that about y'all favorite quarterback's favorite quarterback?
Uh,
Hmm.
Sam.
Hmm.
Um. Who took the blunts from that Super Bowl loss? Um.
Hmm. Yeah.
Number
Mm-hmm.
two.
Mm-hmm.
Even though
And no, he could have stepped up to that podium and told all of them to kiss his ass.
even though he still got records in that Super Bowl that
Yeah.
the team lost to this
Mm-hmm.
day, but he got up there and took them lumps.
Yeah. It took
Nobody
the
else.
blame for that. Took the blame for that $73 million defense, and not blitzing but once or twice in the second half. He took the blunt and the blame for the $73 million defense giving up 30 points in the second half. He took that blame
He's still taking that blame.
and still taking that blame. But when you look at his numbers in that Super Bowl, completions to attempts, 278 yards, the QBR, the completion percentage, all top notch, all top notch. Okay, all top notch. That QBR is still standing. Probably gonna be standing for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Like I said before, in my book, I think he's the first ballot Hall of Famer.
Oh, check.
You know, Um, the only thing he's legitimately missing from his resume is a chip. Is a chip. That is it. Offensive offensive rookie of the year. Um, offensive player of the year. MVP. What was it? 3 All Pros?
Yeah, he got 2 or 3 All Pros. I
Yeah.
mean,
He has a career completion percentage of 68, I believe.
yeah,
Uh, his career QBR is up there as well. Um, I think he's top 10 in passing yards all time.
yes, he is.
You know, I think he's top 15 in touchdowns. It's a fit. Again, women lie, men lie, numbers don't lie.
Never.
Numbers don't lie. Numbers do not lie. Now, Terry, like I also said earlier, Terry's been quietly getting his GM on. You know, we've had some moves over the last couple of weeks. Couple of offensive linemen, a cornerback, and a defensive lineman. We got the defensive lineman off the championship team out of the UFL. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I was trying to pronounce his name. What you remember the guy name that we just signed?
Hold on. We can look and find out.
Corey, I put
Okay,
it up
so
there. I don't know. I don't want to acknowledge the foolishness, but you got somewhat of a point right there. But hey,
so the Falcons signed offensive tackle Jared Jones Smith and defensive tackle Prince Emily. And in return, Atlanta released offensive lineman Nolan Potter and defensive lineman Willington for villain.
uh-huh.
Hey, death. That we need camp bodies. With training camp coming up in a couple weeks.
I mean, we're what a few bodies short of the 90. From what I understand, I think we're like 10, 9 or 10 bodies short of the 90 to start camp. I figure we'll have that covered in the next few days. Um, the defensive line guy, I mean that we got from the UFL. 'Cause I'm not versed on him at all. I was talking to a guy on yesterday. He was saying that there could be something there with dude. Um, can you give us something that we probably don't know about this young man?
I mean, I don't know about him to be
Okay,
honest.
okay, okay.
I mean,
I mean, well,
I,
that's par for the course when it comes to Terry, because he go and find these guys up under rocks, behind cactuses, you know,
yeah.
in these caves and whatnot. So it
I mean,
just
all I can say is he played for Saint. Hold it. Is it St. Louis?
they say he played 6 NFL games.
Yeah, he used to play for the Saints.
Uh-huh.
He did used to play for the Saints. Um, trying to. Trying to see.
Prince Emil is a all-time name. Yes, it is, Southside. What's good with you, man? Appreciate you joining us. Michael Walker was good, and yeah, Matt did have a winning record. Yeah. Mm. As you all can see, I believe that this is the senator in one of his many faces that have slid in here.
Oh, he
You
used to
know.
play.
Yeah. But
Okay,
the one thing
he
that
played. My bad, Sam.
go
He
ahead,
he
go ahead, go
used
ahead.
to he used to play for the Buffalo Bills and the New Orleans Saints, and then he
Okay.
was on San Antonio Brahmas last year
Okay.
or
All
this
right.
past.
Yeah. Well, like I said, Terry finds them behind the mountains, in the barn, in the cave, behind the cactus. You know, you find some gems. Senator, what's on your mind?
Well, the name is Prince Amelia. He's a guy that plays with no wasted movement. He gets to the quarterback. He uses his hands a lot. It doesn't have use a lot of spin moves and all that dipping like
Mm-hmm.
most defensive linemen do. They try to spin, dip, and do all that type of stuff. Well, he's not like that. The Falcons like defensive linemen. So anytime you see the Falcons draft or bring in a guy in free agency, a lot of those guys don't have a lot of wasted movements. From Maruka Roro, Take One Graham, all those guys, like they just rip, get to the quarterback. Rip, get to the quarterback. No wasted movement. A lot like Grady Jarrett. Grady Jarrett doesn't use a lot of spin moves and all that time, all that type of stuff. The same thing with Aaron Donald. No wasted movement. So anytime you see the Atlanta Falcons draft or bring in a guy, just think, all right, he's a big, long guy, no wasted movement. They not gonna waste their time bringing in a guy that's gonna be doing all that, Tech McKinley
Mm-hmm.
type of shit.
See, this is one thing that I kind of sort of, gives a little credence to Raheem Morris's time in with the Rams. There's three guys on that defense that he was
Well,
instrumental in bringing.
he actually got that blueprint from the time that he was Tony Dungy and those guys back then
Uh-huh.
in Tampa.
Yeah.
So it actually really the Rams don't really owe him anything. It's his time
Yeah.
with the he had
I was just
already
saying.
been a
I was
guy.
just saying about the, so three good, what I'm saying, the three good gentlemen that what I'm saying that he, coached up over there on that defense in setting up life after Aaron Donald. I think, and it kind of gives credence to what I've been saying about him. Wherever he has been, there has been a playoff to championship contending defense, and I don't think it's going to be any difference here, which I think is going to be the difference.
I mean, yeah, he's a good coach, but he's smart. Like you don't put yourself in stupid
Positions.
like positions like that. I think he's very smart. So I'm not saying that he's not a good coach, but I
Mhm.
think what comes with good coaches putting yourself in a position where you can maximize your ability as a coach. Like you're not gonna put yourself in a position where if like you have no talent, nothing to build to work with, you give him something to work with, he can maximize his abilities. And I think that's his his biggest gifts as a coach is his intelligence. He doesn't put himself in a bad position to look. He doesn't put himself in a position to look stupid. I always say this all the time with my brand. Once I feel like you stupid, you off my brand. I'm getting rid of you. Just like you're not going to embarrass me. I'm getting rid of stupid people. Stupid people don't hang around me. I don't have stupid people around me. And that's how Raheem Morris is. He doesn't have people that's not qualified. He don't have dumb people around him. He does exactly what he's supposed to, and that's look out for himself first and foremost, which every coach should do. Maximize your abilities.
Yeah, he did say that he didn't want to be the smartest person in the room on his coaching staff.
That's how you win. Gotta surround yourself with smart, intelligent people. If you're the smartest guy, you're gonna look dumb.
Right,
Nobody can tell you when you dumb because they stupid too. How stupid people gonna tell somebody when somebody being stupid? You stupid. You dumber than he is.
right. It doesn't work that way. I mean, and I have maintained his first two or three decisions when he got off the plane and walked in the door told me we had
That
nothing to
nigga
worry about.
lied. That nigga lied. He said he was gonna give Desmond Ritter and all these guys a chance. He lied his ass off. That nigga lied soon he stepped foot on ground. Man, we gonna come in, we gonna see what he got, and he gonna man, he said he took one look at them Negroes and said, nah, y'all niggas gone. Again, smart.
Yes, yes. He made some very tense decisions since coming in the door, and laying down the woodwork, laying down the law, laying down the plan. Then like Tori McElhaney, I'm sorry, said on her show a couple of days ago about the climate in Flowery Branch is of a very, very professional one. And there's a lot of attention being paid to detail, no matter what it is, in any and every facet. So I'm just anxiously waiting to get to the rolling part of this off season, going in, saying, to the camp and getting to the preseason and seeing the bodies, do what they do and whatnot. I can't wait till we get to these inter squad practices, against other teams. That's what I'm itching for, to see what it's gonna be like. You see what the rumble gonna be, you know. Do you know? Do you know? Yeah. Do you have Mike? Do you want to give any follow ups to your thoughts on Matt's Ring of Honor induction?
Yep, I beat my meat all night long. Bust wide on the screen. I mean, I've been accused of being a Ryanite, right? So I might as well bust. Shit. We've been accused of being a Ryanite how many years? For damn near a decade. So look, I might as well bust on the screen. They already accused us of being busting on the screen anyway. So
say we might as well act like groupies. That's what they've timed us to be there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Might as well. Look, you go out with a bang.
Bang, 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 bang. Bang, bang. Yeah. With Terry quietly going about his business in this, I think like I told Fanchize a little while ago, I think we got about maybe a couple other moves, because I think we're like 9 players short of the 90 at this particular point. It's going to be interesting, because I feel like whatever comes out of this meat carving exposition, that we're going to have a good product to throw on the field. And I think it's just a good starting point. We've erased a lot of negatives. We're lining up a clean slate. And we're sticking to our guns and trying to get this defense in place. I don't think there's anything much else to say about all news, notes, and situations that are going on at a particular moment, outside of maybe adding a couple more bodies, to the back end, to see how that's going to work out. We're in a holding pattern right now.
We are good.
Yeah.
We gave all those Michael Vick, cum lickers, exactly what they want. We gave them
Mm-hmm.
exactly what they want. They have two quarterbacks now, so y'all can't say the Falcons and they don't want to win. They went out and
Mm-hmm.
drafted a bunch of defensive linemen. They brought in another linebacker. I mean, AJ Terrell seems like he's gonna be here for a while. Jesse Bates gonna be here for a while. Y'all got nothing to complain about.
Mm-hmm.
Got nothing to complain about. So they got exactly what you got everything you asked for.
That's
So
Yep.
bullshit, Mike. But no, bullshit. They gonna find something to complain about. But
again, I didn't say they not gonna do it. I said they got nothing to complain about because you got everything they want.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, well, we all know
We already know how they
the
work.
first. Yeah, we all know the first incompletion or errant pass. "Hey, it's time to put penis. It's time to put the penis in."
Mm-hmm.
that's what she said.
Right. Right. We all know it. We all know it. The first mistake, and they're gonna be hollering for the MC do rag and the wave caps.
Mm-hmm.
They you. They you. I mean, cause that's how they are. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? That's what this Atlanta sports fan base would rather elevate a lost cause than appreciate a professional athlete doing his job.
Hmm, hallelujah.
I mean, it's an epidemic that is not going to go away, and there's no cure for it except even when winning it all. Even winning it all, I don't. You know what I'm saying? It won't change them. They still have something to cry about, complain about. You know what I'm saying? Black head coach, check. Black quarterback. Yep, sounds about
Look, man,
right.
it's a whole episode of Black up in Atlanta right now. Okay, it's everywhere.
Right.
Hey man, look y'all. Again, I'm just reiterating it from Wednesday. You know, I would love. You know, what I'm saying for you all have something you might want to hear us talk about. You know, what I'm saying you can get at us. Yeah, my information is running across the ticker. I'm gonna have what I'm saying franchise to what I'm saying say his out. Y'all already know well what I'm saying the mad one bees all the time. But if y'all want, there's something that y'all want us to talk about, a topic that you might think that what I'm saying we could dialogue on. Throw it in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up on Messenger or Facebook or Instagram, X. You know what I'm saying? On my channel. Throw it in the box or something. You know what I'm saying? And we'll chop it up, meet up, brief about it, and throw it out here and give it to y'all to talk about. You know, just reiterating that little bit, just how we're trying to expand this thing and be more culpable and complicit. And feeding you and getting information from you and making it better. It's ninja and I can't with you, ATL. I can't. I can't. You got issues, man. You got issues, man. You got issues. And with that being said, Mike, Senator, affirmation cult leader, give them people some information on what's going on for the day, leading to the weekend and whatnot.
Well, I got a video premiering right after this. Um, it's something it's a new concept of sorts. So what I decided to do is read all of you guys' comments on a particular video. This particular video was the Falcons prediction. So this is why we always encourage everybody to leave a comment on the video because you will be featured on this channel. We're not like other channels. We listen to y'all. We actually pay attention to y'all comments. We read y'all comments. and this one is not going to be relatively long, but I want to do these types of videos a lot more. So you will see a lot of videos, not only from Mad Mike Sports, Mad Mike Network. You're gonna see them on AFN. So if you leave something dumb, if you leave something smart, it will be read. All right. So don't get in your feelings because you said some dumb shit and I laughed at you and Sam laughed at you and Anthony laughed at you. If you said some dumb shit, you better go and goddamn re-edit that motherfucker or something because it's going to be read and it's going to be critiqued. So if y'all got questions that y'all want us to read or to I'm brain dead right now. I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say. I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say. See, I'm all over the place. Just leave your comments below, man. Leave your comments there, and that's it. That's it.
Just leave your
It's not.
comments.
It's not many times. Like I don't know what the fuck to say. That's why I ain't laughing. It ain't many times. I always got something to say, and I ain't got nothing to say this time. So they loving this shit.
Leave your comments, your topics,
Like
your,
leave your comments,
questions.
topics, like whatever the hell you want to say. Your grandma was cooking at Thanksgiving. I don't goddamn know. Look, whatever the hell y'all want to say, we'll read that some bitch.
Oh my god.
They love the fact that I ain't got shit to say. That's all. Bro, it's
I'm
like I
having a
said.
time.
Look, I always got something to say. Now I ain't got nothing to say. Damn.
He's spinning around in circles like a truck.
It's honestly, it's been a hell of a week. I can say that
It's been one hell of a week, y'all.
It's been a hell of a week, man. And to get here, to get to the end of the week, we know it's the end of the week. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's refreshing to get to the end of the week.
Mm-hmm. So it about to premiere in about 2 minutes, y'all. So
yep. Well, with that being said, we have the on the move linemen on both sides in here, y'all. You'll probably see him tonight. I know you'll definitely see him in the morning on Coach with Coach in the morning. You probably see me too as well. Hey, high noon madness, man. We try to bring it, everything Falcon. You know what I'm saying? When we have something to bring, sometimes, it's gonna be sometimes, especially between now and how, when the camp break is over with, it may be some Fridays that we might not broadcast something because there's nothing to talk about. We've already regurgitated, a lot of stuff. And we try to keep it fresh for you all. And have something, fresh to talk about, a new topic, a new comment, there's something out of left field, we try to give you everything, every aspect, all three phases, not just the quarterback, all three phases, including the coaching staff, not just the quarterback.
All right, nigga, we got to go, goddamn.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep it dirty. Unlike this, person, keep it. Hey,
don't mind him. He got Tourette's down
keep
there.
It fast, okay. You know what I'm saying? And most notably, keep it real with yourself, man. Make your next choice your best choice. It's gonna be a little warm this weekend. Stay in the shade, hydrate. You know what I'm saying? Be safe out there, y'all. For real though, this heat has been a little dangerous. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got to be in it, don't be in it. If you're going to be in it, make sure you got plenty of hydration, you know what I'm saying, before you go and while you go. And with that being said, for the senator, for the franchise, it's your boy, OGBigSam from OGN TV, y'all. Friday High Noon Madness, Falcon style always. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll holler.
Peace.